This video has been long overdue, if I had to be honest with you, and I think now it's finally time to give information about a series that I've created a long time ago, a series that's been loved on a series that I loved doing, but now we're in 2025, almost gonna be in 2026, and there has been a shift clearly, and today's gonna be that video where I'm gonna be talking about it. So if you are a fan of the Rank It Everyone Sings series, I highly recommend you to watch this video from start to finish, because there's a lot to say about this series, bad and good. So definitely watch this to the end. Rank It Everyone Sings. If you don't know what it is, it's just for the people that may not know what Rank It Everyone Sings is, maybe like the newer viewers. Rank It Everyone Sings was a series that I made on my channel years ago, as in like 4 years ago now. 4 years ago. I was like a sophomore in high school. I was like, my voice was higher pitched. Like, I broke my wrist.
Get up there, Anthony!
Yeah, trust me, there's a lot of lore to how this series became a thing, which I'm gonna tell y'all in a second, but this series I made 4 years ago, and it's kind of crazy to think that it's been 4 years. I was in a whole different house. I was in high school. You fast forward to now, I'm now in college. I live in a different place now. A lot has happened since I made that series. The reason the Rank It Everyone Sings series actually became a thing was solely because I broke my wrist at the time. There's actually a video, which it's quite interesting. And basically when I broke my wrist, I was like, dang, how am I gonna make content with a broken wrist? Because typically playing video games requires your hands. So when one of your hands is just completely covered by a cast, that's not the easiest thing to do. I mean, regardless, I still played games with a broken wrist. I guess I'm just like that, but I was still thinking in my head, like, what series can I do while I have a broken wrist that I can still do consistently? And basically, that's how Rank It Everyone Sings became a thing. Now, back in 2021, 2022, as you guys may know, my content was basically just Friday Night Funkin' at the time. I just only made videos on FNF mods and base game when it would update, and then Rank It Everyone Sings was another series that was based off of FNF mods. And basically how the series would go down, you would choose a song from a mod. Typically a lot of songs I had in the series were from a mod, not necessarily the base game. And back then there's like this subset of series on Friday Night Funkin', which is called Everyone Sings, or I guess a more, like term for it is called Badachus, I think that's how you say it. And basically what it is they would grab an FNF mod song, and instead of just the 2 characters that sing that song, you basically just grab tons and tons of different characters with tons of different chromatics, voices. You start adding your own voice lines, and basically that is what Everyone Sings or Badachus was. And back in 2021 and in 2022, they were very popular. Like, those videos would be getting millions and millions of views on YouTube every upload, no matter what mod it was. And if it was on a popular mod at the time, then you already know the Everyone Sings was gonna go like absolutely ballistic. Now in today's age, clearly Everyone Sings is nowhere near as popular as it was before, nowhere near as many content creators that are making Everyone Sings anymore, or especially like the more well-known ones you may have seen over the years. And a lot of them also just retiring and moving on from doing Everyone Sings, and just Friday Night Funkin' as a whole is not as popular as it used to be back then. But that was basically the series. That was basically what Everyone Sings was. So I was like, you know what? Since there are so many different variations of Everyone Sings for that one particular song, what if I just ranked them and gave my personal opinion? And that's basically what the series was, and it blew up. My first Rank It Everyone Sings was Rank It Everyone Sings Sporting from the Versus Map mod. This video to this day has like 150,000 views, and from there, that started basically this entire series, and basically went on for years to come. And it is one of my most popular series that I've ever created. And I personally love this series. I found so much joy in just doing this series. I met so many, you know, new people. A lot of you guys may have found my channel through the Ranking Everyone Sings than just, you know, me playing FNF mods at the time or whatever it was. Because again, back in 2021 and 2022, my content was simply just Friday Night Funkin', FNF mods. That was basically about it. So Ranking Everyone Sings was just like another series for my Friday Night Funkin' content. So now you fast forward to 2025, right? It is October 20th at the time of this recording. It may be uploaded the same day if I can get this done. And I haven't done a Ranking Everyone Sings for the entire year. The last Ranking Everyone Sings that I have done was during the 24-hour stream going into this year, which was Ranking Everyone Sings All-Stars, and that was a 24-hour stream. And I've actually never got to upload that as a normal video. That's still only like, you can still view the Ranking Everyone Sings on my VOD, like it's still up, but it's not like its own dedicated video. Now, there is another Ranking Everyone Sings that I guess you could say as well, which was like the Indie Cross one that I did, like basically at the start of the year as well, but I don't consider that like my last Ranking Everyone Sings because that was more just like reacting to a video, which was AG Covers, like big compilation of Indie Cross, and you know, I also helped out with that project. I was like a special guest with like voicing my character 8, or at the time was more named like 8 Hours of BF, but now he is his own character. His name's 8, nothing related to Friday Night Funkin' anymore. But yeah, no, so that was basically, so that's why I react to it, and I just kind of labeled it under Ranking Everyone Sings because, you know, I am watching tons of covers, and that's kind of what the series was like. But it was more just like a special episode than more like a Ranking Everyone Sings, like the true how we usually do it. So the last Ranking Everyone Sings to me was the All-Stars, which was literally at the start of the year. So it's been over 10 months, almost 11 months, and as of right now, it's gonna go on for a year. And you guys are probably wondering, man, what happened? Why have you not been making any Ranking Everyone Sings? What happened to it? Simply put, the series was built off of me ranking songs from FNF mods. I don't play FNF mods anymore. So when you don't play FNF mods anymore, I can't really do anything with the Ranking Everyone Sings series, and that's just simply how it is. If you just take a look at my channel for this year, last year, the past 2 years, the channel is not Friday Night Funkin' anymore. The channel's variety, Nintendo, horror, indie. Like, I just do what I love and enjoy. And I want to say thank you for all the love and support for everyone that watches my variety content, my videos and my streams. And I would not be where I am to this day if I didn't step outside, you know, of doing FNF content and actually started doing variety. Because I promise you right now, the community that we have built, the accomplishments that we have able to do, I mean, for example, the subathon that we had in August is a prime example of how strong this community has gotten because I went variety, and we do tons of different things now than just staying to Friday Night Funkin'. And I think you can just tell by just looking at my channel. I've only uploaded like at best like 3 FNF videos, and that were mods that I've played years ago. For example, Dustin. I played Dustin years ago, and I was like, you know what? I really want to play the update, and that was like the only mod I was truly waiting for to get an update, and I played it. Same thing with QT. QT was another mod that I played years ago. It got a new update, or like I guess a refresh, and I was like, oh, let me check that out. Same thing with Versus Retrospector, so on and so forth. The only FNF mod that I played this year that wasn't like an old mod I played in the past was Versus Rewrite. But the only reason I played that one was because one of my homies worked on it, which was Snow. He's one of my homies. I've known that man for years. He was one of the first people I knew in the FNF community back in 2021, and I know he's been working so hard on it, so I wanted to show some love and support for him. So just that alone, I think, should show you that I just don't care for Friday Night Funkin' anymore, and the base game itself doesn't update. Like, let's be honest here, it updates at best once in a blue moon, maybe once a year, maybe if we're lucky we get 2 updates a year. But outside that, there's like, basically the devs are quiet. I think even the Kickstarters don't even get that much of updates, even though that's kind of what the Kickstarter was for. But this isn't gonna be a video trying to bash, you know, FNF. I'm just telling you, like, my perspective and my views on the game. It should be obvious that I've lost interest in Friday Night Funkin'. I don't care about it, which is why I don't make videos on it anymore. And then because of that, just now affects Rankin' Everyone Sings, because Rankin' Everyone Sings was based off of FNF mods. So when I don't do that, it just doesn't work out anymore. And I have a lot more reasonings to why I don't play FNF anymore. I mean, hell, I can go into the community itself, but that could be its own video. That could be its own video. I'm not gonna say that here. I've also, if you want to hear more of my opinion on the FNF community, you can go watch my retrospector stream that I did. I do talk about the community before I played the mod. So if you really want to see my opinions on it, you can watch that VOD. But basically, in a nutshell, to summarize my opinion, FNF kids don't deserve anything in the community. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I can go on a whole tangent, but we're not gonna do that here. I'm just telling y'all why I'm not doing, like, why Rankin' Everyone Sings hasn't seen anything in so long. Now that you know the reasoning on why the Rankin' Everyone Sings series hasn't seen anything in so long, and why moving forward the Rankin' Everyone Sings series as of right now cannot continue the way it is, because since I don't like Friday Night Funkin' anymore, I don't play FNF anymore like that. So, and I'm not just gonna rank certain songs of a mod that I've never played before or never listened to the original song and then now just jump straight into Everyone Sings. I'm just not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. You can say I could do that, but I'm not gonna do that. That's just weird. I'm just not doing that. Rankin' Everyone Sings is gonna have to stop. In terms of Friday Night Funkin', this is where the good news comes in. Remember when I said at the start of the video, if you're still watching, that there's bad and good news? The bad news, I think honestly I see it more as good news than bad news, but I guess the bad news for the people that may only watch my channel for FNF, because if you only watch my channel for FNF, let me say it here, you're not gonna get the FNF. You're gonna see my FNF here. I'll play base game when it updates once in a while, and then I'll play FNF mods once in a blue moon as well. But if you're expecting, like, if you're only here to watch FNF, don't bother. There's other YouTubers out there that only do FNF content. I am not the 8 out of 16 from 2021, 2022 anymore, where the channel's only FNF. I don't do that anymore. So if you're only here for FNF and you're not gonna give my variety content even a chance or a look, don't even bother staying. You know what I'm saying? Don't even bother staying. I'm just gonna let you know right now. Don't bother staying. But if you do want to give my other content a shot, I would love to have you. And if you like my FNF content, you would like my variety more. My variety is better than my FNF content back in 2021, 2022. My streams are way better than back then. So if you enjoy those, you're going to love my future stuff, but you got to give it a chance. And if you don't give it a chance, you'll never know. But I just want to make that clear for people that maybe only be here for FNF. You're not going to get that. So just either leave or you watch the variety content. There's two options here. Rankin' Everyone Sings is not just gonna be Friday Night Funkin' anymore. I think the way I want to continue this series is I want to make it into a series where we rank anything, like any type of music, instead of just being restricted to just Friday Night Funkin'. What if we did Rankin' Everyone, like remixes of certain songs out there, like of certain games? There's so many games out there with god tier music. Why don't we rank those songs? There's so many remixes to certain songs of other video games. There's just a big OST category of so many games, like for example Super Mario Galaxy, which has one of the best OSTs of all time. What if we started doing things like that? Instead of doing Rankin' Everyone Sings and it's only Friday Night Funkin', what if we just do other video games? What if we did like certain Roblox games? So certain Roblox games, for example, Block Tales, has god tier OSTs. Let's rank those. Let's start doing that. And I think that's the best way to continue this series and evolve the series and make it even better, because there's so much music. I love music, you love music, and I think just sticking to one category doesn't make sense. So I think diversing into other type of genres, other type of games would be so fun to do. And this is where I ask y'all in the comments, what video game OSTs would you love for me to react to? Love for me to rank? Because there is so many OSTs out there that are straight beautiful. And there's gonna be more games coming out in the future that will bring it a new, more songs and more good OSTs. Because gaming, it's just we're gonna keep getting more games. Imagine the OST for Deltarune Chapter 5 next year. Like, there's so much that we can do with this series by just expanding to other games. And this is why I say this is a good thing, because now we're not just restricted to Friday Night Funkin'. We're not just restricted to it. Now we can do other games. And I think that's so cool to me. And if you don't like that and you're just an FNF kid that only wants FNF, I need you to diverse yourself. I need you to experience other type of games. Like, there's just no way you've only played FNF mods. There are so many beautiful games out there. Both AAA, both indie games. Like, there's just so much out there. And to just to restrict yourself to one thing just doesn't make sense to me. So I highly recommend, if you only play FNF, play other stuff, please. That is basically what I'm gonna be doing with the series now. Instead of ranking Everyone Sings being strictly Friday Night Funkin', we're gonna move it to a diverse of games. And I think that is the best way we can continue the series and evolve the series into something greater. So if you guys are excited for that and you guys want to see that, then make sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, if you aren't already, and leave down in the comments what games you want to see me rank their OSTs. It could be Roblox games, it could be Nintendo games, it could be like the possibilities are fucking endless. You know what I'm saying? The possibilities are endless. So leave in the comment section down below what would you like to see. So with that being said, ranking Everyone Sings Friday Night Funkin' is over. This era of ranking Everyone Sings is over, and now it's time to begin a new era. Just as how when I moved into this new house, we're in chapter 3 now. Last house I consider is chapter 2. Now it's time to go into a new chapter for ranking Everyone Sings. I had a blast doing ranking Everyone Sings, you know, Friday Night Funkin'. I had a blast, and a lot of you guys may have found me through ranking Everyone Sings, and I'm still proud of the series that I was able to create a long time ago. But it's time to move on and time to evolve this series into something even greater. And I hope you'll be there for the ride. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys did enjoy, and I'll see you guys with the future of ranking Everyone Sings. Deuces.